Alright, what's going on everybody? Swagkage here, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about lava release, lava style, corrosion style, yotan. It actually has quite a few names, and that's a byproduct of the fact that there are very many applications for this nature. As a matter of fact, its Japanese name yotan shares the exact same romanization as yang release does. So if you were to listen to some characters talking about lava release in the Japanese version of the show with no subtitles, depending on the context, it might be a little difficult to distinguish whether they're talking about lava release or yang release. Then in the English dub of the anime, Mei's version of it is referred to as corrosion style, whereas Roshi and everybody else's version of it is referred to as lava style. So yeah, suffice to say, there's a whole lot going on with lava release's name. So to keep the video from getting too confusing, I won't alternate between its names, and I'll just refer to it as lava release for the rest of the video. Hefty introduction aside, let's get into what lava release is and what a user of it can do with it. Unlike many of the other Kekkei Genkai nature transformations that I've talked about before, lava release is actually quite fleshed out, and if you pay close enough attention, you'll find yourself pretty well informed about lava release and everything about it if you just read through the manga or watch the anime. A whole lot about it is explained and implied both indirectly and directly to the viewer, so I'm left with quite a bit to talk about here. Now, before I proceed any further, I should probably clarify something I didn't get a chance to when I was rambling on about its name. Lava release is a combination of fire release, obviously, and earth release, though some of its techniques may lead you to believe otherwise. For example, Mei applies her ability to use lava release by creating acidic substances that range anywhere from pure unfiltered acid to other liquids with acidic qualities. It's actually pretty easy to confuse some of her lava release techniques for boil release techniques, as most of them are composed of liquid and boil release primarily consists of fire and water, so yeah, hopefully you can see why that might confuse some people. It also doesn't help that she uses both of them for corrosive purposes either, but her techniques are classified under different natures for a reason. Whereas the acidic substances created by Mei through boil release are generally composed of gas, the acids she creates through lava release are generally more muddy and solid. The reason for the English dub's name change is probably very obvious to you, because Mei's application of lava release doesn't really resemble lava at all, and the name corrosion style is much more fitting than lava style would have been for many of her techniques. Now, Mei's application of lava release is only one of a couple unorthodox uses for the nature. Dodai of the village hidden in the clouds is able to apply lava release to create rubber-like substances, which I assume is done through creating lava and immediately hardening it into a solid. The solid then takes on rubber-like properties, and there you go, you have his techniques. I'm not entirely sure about how it works, as it's not fully explained in the manga or the anime, but that's pretty much the gist of it. This application of lava release is very versatile, quite a bit more versatile than Mei's application of lava release was, as Dodai can use it to create spheres that can surround him, people near him, or both, walls capable of withstanding quite a bit of punishment, and even rubbery ropes that he can use to get from one place to another. It's pretty cool, but at first glance, you probably wouldn't be able to guess that it has anything to do with lava at all. Another common application for lava release is using it to create quicklime, which various members of the allied shinobi forces were capable of doing, though in the manga, the only named character who uses lava release this way is Kuretsuchi, a kunoichi from the village hidden in the stone, who later went on to become the 4th Swagkage. For those of you who don't know what quicklime is, its scientific name is calcium oxide, and it's a chemical compound often used in the creation of concrete or cement. Kuretsuchi's quicklime has corrosive properties, like many of Mei's techniques do, and it's also very sticky, which is useful for keeping targets trapped within it in place. By using certain water release techniques in tandem with her ability to create quicklime, Kuretsuchi is able to harden the quicklime into concrete, which is pretty bad news for anybody trapped within it, as while it's still possible to move through sticky liquid, moving through solid concrete is pretty difficult to do. This combination of techniques, albeit on a pretty large scale, was actually able to keep the Ten Tails held in place for a pretty decent amount of time, though it was able to break free of the quicklime even after it had hardened into concrete by just transforming into its second form. It was still pretty cool though. Kuretsuchi has also shown herself to be capable of using lava release to create ash, though the applications for this ability are pretty limited, as she's only seen using it after she's become Swagkage, and while her showings as Swagkage all take place in either the Boruto movie, novel, or manga, all of which are pretty short. So yeah, like I said, there's not much to say about the whole ash thing, but it is worth mentioning. Now then, Everyone else, and by everyone else I mean Roshi, Naruto, Son Goku, and Momoshiki, use lava release the way you'd expect it to be used, and that is by creating molten rocks and lava. No technicalities, no special caveats, none of that. Just the creation of pure, unfettered lava and molten rock. Now, Naruto's showings with this kind of lava release are pretty limited, as he only uses it by combining it with his Rasen Shuriken, and, well, that's about it. He doesn't use lava release in any other ways. Now, Roshi, on the other hand, despite his relatively limited screen time, does have some pretty cool showings with this kind of lava release. He does what you'd expect with it, like create molten balls of lava and stone, but most of his showings with lava release involve combining it with taijutsu instead. The coolest example of this is his lava release chakra mode, which coats his entire body in lava, and makes fighting him up close start to seem like a pretty bad idea. While Roshi, Naruto, and Son Goku do have pretty limited applications of lava release on screen, the things that they do manage to pull off by applying lava release in this way do enough to paint a vivid picture for the audience of what this kind of lava release can and can't be used for. Momoshiki was even able to create a giant lava golem, which was powerful enough to take on Naruto and Sasuke, like at the same time, while they were in the form of a Susanoo-clad Kyuubi chakra mode. It was pretty cool and made for a pretty awesome scene, and it also shows off that lava release does have quite a few applications, and when used in the right hands is almost as powerful, if not as powerful as wood release is, as this lava golem is pretty much exactly the same as Hashirama's wood golem, just composed of lava instead of wood. Now, there are other users of lava release that I didn't mention here that either appear in novels, an anime filler, or both, but they don't bring anything new to the table. Certainly nothing worth mentioning here, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. For example, according to Sasuke Shinden, Dodai is not the only person capable of using lava release to create rubber, as there's a guy called Karyu who can do the same thing. The anime also states that this lava release rubber substance is strong against lightning release for some reason. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. The filler said so yeah, I'm just relaying the information to you. A guy named Edoro Konjiki, who appeared in the Gaara Hiden novel, is able to use lava release differently from many of the ways that I've mentioned so far. His application of lava release relies primarily on its fire composition. He pretty much uses pure lava, like the kind you'd see running out of a volcano, but without any stones attached to it. So it's different from Roshi's application, but not by a whole lot. But yeah, now that I've mentioned them, that covers pretty much everything there is to say about lava release. The lore surrounding it is pretty robust, so there was quite a bit more to say about it than there was and will be to say about many other nature transformation Kekkei Genkai. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this longer video as a result of that. Now, I don't have very many nature release Kekkei Genkai left to talk about, so as I'm wrapping up here, if you have anything you want me to talk about in the future, leave it in the comments below. But since I plan on covering every nature release Kekkei Genkai, there's no need to ask me to touch on those, and I'd appreciate it if you guys could give me ideas for videos to do after I'm done with all of these. And on that note, if you're new here and you like this video, maybe leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel to get updates when I post new content. I uploaded this video on a Thursday, but normally I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you do subscribe, you'll have 2 new anime lore videos in your sub box every week. Until my next video, you guys take it easy, hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Hope to see you in my next video, and I'll talk to you later. Swagkage out. Bye.